What's up everyone, this is OddTalkisTech, and today I want to discuss something that I kind of want to get off my chest. So I've been seeing a lot of people ranting about the iPhone XR, and I think we need to address the real problem here. I think the iPhone XS is just a waste of time and money, and I'll explain why. So if you're in the market for a new phone, if you're going from an iPhone 10 and you want a new device, I highly do not recommend the iPhone XS. I think it's a complete waste of money, and on top of that, you're not getting really much of an upgrade. So if you compare the two phones side by side, they have the same screen size, the same camera practically. One's a little more water resistant than the other. I'll give it to the iPhone XS for that. It also has a faster processor, but the iPhone X A11 processor pretty much gets the job done for anything, even the iPhone 7. My iPhone 6s currently runs faster than my jailbroken iPhone X because the iPhone 6s is on iOS 12 and that thing runs blazing fast and it can play games very well. I also want to mention that if you're in the market for a new phone and maybe you have an iPhone 8 or iPhone 7 and you want a new iPhone with the new type of display and screen, I would go for the iPhone XR. There is no reason to get the iPhone XS unless you want a slight camera bump and a higher resolution display that gets you worse battery life than the iPhone XR. So the only reason to get an iPhone XS is if you want 512 gigabytes, if you want a slightly better camera, and if you want the AMOLED screen. That's it. There's literally nothing else on this phone that you would want, and for the price tag of $1,000 just for the 64GB variant, it's a complete waste of money. It's actually faster than the iPhone XS, and this is because the iPhone XR has a less dense pixel per inch. It basically has the same density as an iPhone 8 or 7, but it has the A12 chip, and the A12 chip is also in the iPhone XS. So when you compare the XR and the XS side by side, the iPhone XR would actually outperform the XS because there's less pixels to push, and on top of that, that means you would get an extra 30 minutes of battery life. So overall, the iPhone XR, for practicality reasons, would be such a better upgrade. You get a better battery life, a better price, basically a $200 and $250 difference, cool colors, and a faster iPhone. So would you rather pay $200 to get a slower iPhone? No, I don't think so. So basically, the only difference of the iPhone XS and the iPhone X would be the XS has a slightly better camera, which, keep in mind, it only has one new feature with this cool depth perception thing in photos that you can replace with an app on the App Store for any iPhone. So that's totally not worth it, and you can get a new storage option that you can also get on the iPhone XR. Now there are some other upgrades with the iPhone XS versus the iPhone X. It supports gigabit for LTE, so that is a slight advantage, but realistically it's not going to be a huge difference. The iPhone X is already very fast on the internet, on LTE, or just 4G. It already gets the job done, so there's no need to pay an extra $1,000 just to get this one extra feature. So if you are looking for a new iPhone and you currently have an iPhone 8, I would go for the iPhone XR, but if you want the large screen and everything, the iPhone XS Max I think would be a greater option because you get a bigger screen, you get a larger battery, and the main deal breaker is the screen size. The screen size is amazing. I just don't see why the iPhone XS should exist. So let's just say you have an iPhone 6s, right? And you want a new iPhone. I personally would opt to get the iPhone. I personally would decide to get the iPhone XR only because it has a better screen size than the iPhone XS. It's faster than the iPhone XS. It has better battery life than the iPhone XS. And if you are someone who really wants that camera and that's a deal breaker for you, you can actually find an iPhone X brand new on eBay for around $700 to $800. So if you do like that screen size, if screen size is a major issue for you along with the camera, and those are the only two features you want that are deal breakers, you can find the same iPhone X for around $700 to $800, rather than paying $1,000 for the iPhone XS with only a few minor upgrades from the iPhone XR. I just think it's a complete waste of money. I honestly don't think the iPhone XS is going to have a huge market. I think everyone's going to opt to get the iPhone XR or the XS Max. Those are the two phones that I think are going to succeed very well. The iPhone XS, I think, is just kind of in the middle. Apple didn't really know what to do, so they just wanted to continue the iPhone X, didn't really know what to do with it, and now it comes in gold. That's pretty much it. So that's about it for today. That's just kind of my opinion on this topic. I just think it's kind of a weird position Apple's in just for the iPhone XS. I just don't think it should exist. And if you want to see more opinionated videos like this, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, peace.